Alright guys, it's a review you're calling for. Let's do it. What's up YouTube, it's Jeffrey again today. Well, like I said earlier, we're doing a toy review. Well, and this time we're doing the wave 2 of the Sonic the Hedgehog bendables, starting with Metal Sonic. So, let's just get to it, shall we? Of course, Metal Sonic first appeared in Sonic CD for the Sega CD, yeah. Which I assume took place after Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Genesis and before Sonic 3. So it's something in the middle of that time. Like somewhere in 1992, 1993, or 1994. Anyways, like, of course, Mel here, it comes with the figure of Metal Sonic himself, as well as a disc of Shadow, because they're fan favorites. Because this is Wave 2, of course the back is similar to almost all the other bendables, except it's Metal Sonic and the Shadow disc, and of course the figures of this wave are another Sonic, which is just a duplicate. It's just a duplicate Sonic. That Tails I already have. It's just a stock image for the flying one. It's just a standing one, though the release that came with this one of this wave comes with a flying tail. So yeah, I don't know why. And then Super Sonic here, I'm still waiting to get him soon. So yeah, he comes with a running Sonic disc, which is just different. You got Metal Sonic right here, which I'm reviewing, and then next one I might review is gonna be Dr. Eggman with the E102 Gamma disc, because I got him in the mail too, and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna cut the camera, open the box up, and tell what's interesting about Mel right here. So BRB again. Alright, so now that he's out the package, I'm gonna show you the overall, visuals of Metal right here. So I'll just... Now, the thing that's really interesting about Metal Sonic here is that, in the box, this arm here is bent like this in a pre-assumed pose to make him more, threatening. I mean, what do you expect? He's a robot. You don't know if robots can be good or evil. He's got his own artificial intelligence. Of course, the color blue is not metallic like blue, so it's more like a dull dark blue. This goes for the same for the silver parts. They're just, dull, but it's not in a bad way. It's more like a good dull. It's got the triple spike thing here, top and 2 spikes. Of course, the only main articulation you could do here is his head, just like all the other characters. He's got that same, visible neck peg that characters like Knuckles and Shadow had. Of course, if you compare Metal Sonic to the actual bendable Sonic, you could tell he would stand identically similar in speed, power, strength, everything. He's got the jet engine intake, on the front of the torso, and there's the back of the jet engine that's actually painted. Not much Metal Sonic toys have painted jet engines. The other the only kinds that did have painted jet intakes were the Jazzwares 3.75-inch Metal Sonic, the 10-inch Metal Sonic by Jazzwares as well, and I think the JUVI Metal Sonic had too. I don't really know, as I never owned that one, but Tommy's Metal Sonic for the Sonic Boom, and the Tommy Metal Sonic just did not have that feature, so props to you, Jakks Pacific. He's got detailed bottom feet detail because these are his feet and they look like shoes, but because he's a robot, they're considered feet. Like, you can see the red rims and the grays of the robot, like, joints. Are these supposed to be like treads? Since when Metal Sonic have treads on the bottom of his feet? Of course, now, when you're bending his arms, it's, you know, just a wire. You just do that. I mean, of course, Metal Sonic here, he's got those, you know, the black screen eyes with the red irises, because he's a robot of like death. Like, he's a machine not to be messed around with. Like if you do not want to mess with this guy, because if he was real, like, this is like a Metal Sonic toy that could probably go in your room and like kill you in your sleep or something. Like, this guy's just not reckoned to be messed around with. Is he menacing? Yes, but is there chances he can be a good guy? Yes, there is, because, fun fact, in my canon, spoiler alert from my canon universe, Metal Sonic is actually a good guy, not a bad guy. Meaning, he got reformed. But I'm not going to go into that. Well, I'll tell you more about that later on in the future. Of course, the legs are also bendable. Like, you can see the separation of the very dark gray to the lighter gray and to the blue knees and shins. Of course, just like all bendables, it kind of just goes like that, you know. It looks pretty good at this kind of angle, but when you're doing it like this, you okay there? Because your wiring is not supposed to program it like that. Well, bendable figures are pretty odd. Of course, that's Metal Sonic right there. Now, before I do a comparison, I'm just gonna show you how to unfold the shadow spinner. I mean, we all know how these things work. You just roll them. And as you can see, I still suck at rolling these things. Either that it's because they unfold, or it's just the way they're designed. Although I do like the style of the sticker detailing they put on it. Like, I like how they made the characters in the Game Boy Advance like sprites for Sonic Battle. How you know these are Sonic Battle sprites is because, simple. Shadow appeared in Sonic Battle, and so did Gamma. So that's proof from Battle. So, yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they just didn't do like Amy in the second wave of the disc and have Shadow in the first. So that's just really confusing. I could understand they just wanted to put it with him because they were both, you know, fan favorites. Of course, the back spines pop out like that. There's his body. And there's, you know, mini spinner Shadow that you could use these for, you know, I don't know, a board game or something like Candyland or the Game of Life. I think you could use them for Monopoly, but I don't really know. You know, because it's the uniqueness in scaling. The recommended retail price for Metal Sonic here. Now, usually when like a new item comes out, they turn out pretty expensive due to their popularity or supply and demand. Now, I do remember getting the Wave 1 of each character for $10 each, but Metal Sonic, he was like double. Like unlike Sonic, Tails or Knuckles or even Shadow, who only were, like, at the time, $10 each. Metal Sonic, he was like double that. He was like 20. I mean, I can understand his popularity or supply and demand, but like I said, just because something is new, it doesn't mean you have to double the price. I mean, it's okay if you do it if there's not much, but you should make sure you have plenty in the factory. Enough rambling about that. I'm gonna get to the height comparison to two other machines. Of course, when I meant by machines, I meant by other robots that we got here. Like, for example, Golden Freddy and Springtrap right there. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, we know Springtrap's a murderous robot, and Golden Freddy is, well, unknown. Just like some kind of unknown hallucination robot. Like, some kind of entity that... Was he either destroyed, or was he just forgotten? No one really knows about Golden Freddy's origin, but we're not talking about Golden Freddy right now, we're talking about Mel. As you can see, Metal Sonic, like, compared him to other robots, like, for example, Springtrap or Golden Freddy, heck, even Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot, they're all equally good robots. Of course, I mean, if you compare Metal Sonic right here to Golden Freddy and Springtrap right here, or as I like to call these two in some worlds, the Golden Yiffer and Spook Troop. Of course, it makes sense they're all robotic, but then again, I always consider Metal Sonic a good guy in a way, because there was a type of this is true facts, like in the RT comics for the Sonic universe, there's a Metal Sonic that turned good. I think it was the original Metal Sonic, like, and they rebuilt him and nicknamed him Shard, aka Jack. Meaning, that doesn't mean that Eggman's robots are all bad, so maybe there is some good heart in Metal Sonic here. After all, he did save the present and the owl dude in the Sonic OVA movie. Cue that little scene right here. Okay then, so now that you saw that little moment, that definitely shows that Metal Sonic does have some good in him. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little review of Metal Sonic by Jakks Pacific, and which character you want me to do next. This is Jeffrey Samberski, and I am saying, I am out.